look up, you see me up there with the stars in the sky. Sometimes I be rolling, so I apologize if you notice I'm high. This shit get graphic, I sat on the track with my Glock and some dimes. I couldn't get my message, but got a bad batch and I still let it fly. Yeah, I made that shit happen, now we get it crackin', I'm good with the guys. Yeah. All this money keep stacking, I probably did that shit 1,000 of times.
Welcome Hostile Sundays.
What's up?
We here with Terry Jones. What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing, chilling, baby, chilling. That's all.
Right. We got one of the DMV's favorite comedians in the building. Tell us, for everybody that doesn't know you, tell them your name and where you from.
All right, I'm from, since they know we in Baltimore?
Yeah, they know.
All right, yeah, so since we in Baltimore, I'm from PG, Maryland, you know the other side of Maryland. I'm a comedian. My name, like he said, is Terry Jones, and I do stand-up, I write, movies, scripts, all of that type of stuff, try and really, just break through in this comedy world as an entertainer. So that's what I do.
Okay. So, did you grow up in PG?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what was it like growing up over there in that side?
It was cool. Like, it all depends on where you from to say it's any different, but I guess when you from there, it's not that bad of a place, or it's not, that good of a place either. It's just... Right. A place. You feel me? So I ain't gonna get on here and be like, well, I grew up in the trenches in the hood. It wasn't all that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I had best of both worlds. I had roaches, but it was a nice house. So, you know what I'm saying? It was all good.
So, what really, I don't know, were you always, making jokes as a kid or something, or what led you to this comedian? Honestly, I would as a younger dude, I was more so quiet. Like I would make jokes to my friends and all that type stuff like that, but I wasn't like a class clown or nothing like that. I wasn't like all to everybody, but to my circle, like they knew I was funny. Everybody knew, was laughing and all that. But out there like that, I wasn't one of them people who just tell jokes to anybody or whatever. So then, what did you want to be when you're growing up then?
Man, I ain't know what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a boxer, a basketball player. Everybody want to be an athlete. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing all that, just different type of stuff. I ain't never really think about being a comedian till it started. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't really ever a thought. I always been into it though, into watching it at least.
Right. And you say till it started. So what exactly kicked it off?
Well, you remember Vine? Like the app Vine, I was on Vine, and I was just doing video just like anybody, the app come out, everybody gotta make one. So I started making the videos on there, and they started getting popular. Then once they started getting popular, people started asking me to do stand-up. I ain't gonna lie, for years I was scared, I'm like, there's no way I'm about to get on this, and I don't know nothing about it, you feel me? But once you do so many videos, they gonna tell you ain't a comedian until you switch on the other side. So eventually, I got to it. I honestly always thought I could do it, but I was like, nah, hell no.
So, what's one of the funniest things, that happened to you, maybe probably in the beginning of your career?
Funniest things that happened to me? Damn, I don't know. Let me see. Funniest things that happened to me. In a sense of what? Like, anything?
Just like anything in general, for real, that throughout, maybe you're going to stand up and something happened or whatever throughout your career,
Let's see. I don't know. Just being on one when you get on stage and you ain't doing good and you realize it and you just nervous. It's funny to me. It ain't funny to nobody else. But after a while, you like, that's wild. Like I was just sitting up there, ain't nobody laughing. They just staring, and it's like they feel when you doing so bad, they feel guilty for you. So they ain't even booing or nothing. They just looking at you like, you all right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead. But I mean, ain't nothing really per se funny happen. You know what I'm saying?
It's the funniest joke you think personally that you've told so far on stand-up?
The funniest joke?
Probably got the crowd going,
The joke that I always do, I do this little smoking joke. That was the first joke where I know I had a crowd like really going crazy. You know what I'm saying? People coming up to me after the show and all that stuff. It was like this little smoking joint I do. And it was an older crowd. That they different. You feel me? Like so, and it worked in it worked in both rooms. You feel me? Younger and older. So that was the first joke. That was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And is it are your crowd? I know you're doing big things now. I know you're about to host a party with Fat Trell.
Yeah.
Milo,
Mm-hmm.
down at Bliss.
So like, do you feel more comfortable now compared to when you were first? I know you said you were.
Oh, for sure. I tell everybody this, like, cause people be asking me like how to, you know what I'm saying, how to get better in stand up and how you get over nerves. I threw up for all my shows, even and except, I mean, 2022 just started, but I throw up at all my shows. If I don't practice for a long time, I still get nervous. Like, that don't ever go away, but it do get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do get more comfortable, and now it's like practicing. Anything you practice, you get more, you know what I'm saying? You get better at it. Like, I'm sure this not your first interview, you feel me? But your first one, you was kind of all over the place, but now you know what I'm saying, in your jam. So that's just how that go.
And I want to get a little into, like, I know you do skits and whatnot.
Fact.
So, like, what's your creative process behind that? Because now you're getting a little bit, you're involving other people and all that. So, you know, what's your mindset?
Well, when it come to skit, like anything that come to my mind, I pretty much do. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always ask me like, how you think of ideas or whatever. It's like anything that come to my mind. And sometimes I'll like, people think this like stealing, but you know, nothing under the sun is new. So I look at something and look at how somebody did something and be like, I like the topic. I'm gonna do it my way though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it my way. And if it's too close to what the person did, I show that person love. Like, you know, this was their idea, but you know, my spin, goofy version of it. You know what I'm saying? But how that go is like every day. Like, in my mind, I guess I see stuff a different way, so I just want to get it out how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got their own visual of it. And sometimes how I see it might be exactly how you see it. You know what I'm saying? You never thought anybody seen it like that. You feel me? So.
Okay. So, like, do you care? Do you just do it at any location, or like if you're in the city,
it don't matter.
You just do it anywhere.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We just put the camera out and we get it to popping. I don't really like to do skits in a lot of like places when it's endless people, only cause people will mess up the skit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll start doing what they want to do, or they don't know what's going on, so they staring and it kind of mess up what's going on. But sometimes it might be better for the video. You feel me? So it all depends.
Ever had an issue with anybody trying to like really shut you down, like stop you from doing recording?
Not a like a public issue. Maybe security saying y'all can't do this right here or something like that, but nothing, you know, other than that.
So, like, where do you see yourself, you know, I know you're doing comedian, I know you probably want to hope be in movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where do you really see yourself taking this in the next, like, 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself had already done and written probably about 5 movies, you know what I'm saying? I got it like, maybe like two specials out, you feel me? Because I'm real particular about how I do that. And then having, you know, just multiple businesses everywhere and like kind of going that Tyler Perry route where I'm building my own productions to be able to do my own, you know, type of movie. Because I like what Tyler Perry doing, but I like the Eddie Murphy feel. You feel me? Like how he got his own, you know, when you watch an Eddie Murphy movie, you know it's an Eddie Murphy movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Norbit and the Clumps and all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's really, you can tell he wrote it and this is what he wanted. You feel me? So. And Martin too. Just that whole film with a sitcom and all that. I got a lot of plans. I got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
And like, do you feel like, I know being in Maryland, I know you got to travel a little bit to, you know, get your name out there. Do you feel like that's an important part of the process?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because it's anywhere, even inside of Maryland. Like if I don't come to Baltimore, then Baltimore don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's an issue to networking. You gotta, you feel me? Go everywhere, learn other cultures, learn other things, just so you'll know more too. You feel me? Because if you don't go nowhere, you get trapped inside this box and you thinking only one way, and everybody else can't relate with you. So you gotta go everywhere else to figure out what they know and, you know what I'm saying, what you might need to know. So.
And like, what's the hardest thing you probably, you know, maybe, I'm not saying you did, but went through to get where you are today?
Just the politics of the entertainment world. Like, it's real. You feel me? You think like, nah, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do my shit, I'm gonna stay to myself. You feel me? But you know, no matter how you move, you always gonna run into like some janky, somebody saying something about you, and it's how you gotta deal with it. You know how you gotta deal with it, and it's just in everywhere. It's gatekeepers in everywhere, or people who don't want to see you there unless they got a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So with that, that's really been like the harder part of things. But even with me, like I don't spend too much time worrying about what I can't do. You know what I'm saying? I just do what I can do, and then eventually that opened the doors for everything else.
And I want to know, like, what really got you into writing?
Writing, actually, my man, I was never a writer. I was always into like I'ma just do it. You know what I'm saying? And my man, he an older dude. He do like movies and stuff. And he just sat me down one day and was like, "You gotta learn how to write. You gotta learn how to do this. You gotta learn how to do that." So I think we spent like 6-7 months just writing a script, and he taught me how to write. You know what I'm saying? One in particular thing, and then from there, like I was like, all right. This make it easier to format and explain to people, because when I just do it my way, like this how you do it, people can't understand what I'm really saying or how I really want it to be. But when you got that writing aspect and you got the settings and what the person's saying, what they looking at and all that type of stuff, it make it way easier it's universal. Everybody understand that. So that's what got me to it.
Do you like hope to get on places like Netflix, put stuff together?
Oh yeah. I ain't hoping for it. I'm gonna get on Netflix, all that stuff. So basically, I want to do 2 things. I want to have certain things that I ship out, then, you know what I'm saying, Netflix and all that, and then I want to have certain things that I got my own platform that you can only see on my own platform, or whatever I build up, or something black on. Let's just say more so on that side. So of course it's gonna be like little things like if I create a sitcom, all right, I'm gonna put it on Netflix. That's gonna be the best way to get it out there, and then we can go to it the next step for the next season or whatever.
And like, what's it like? I know you're getting a lot more attention now these days. Mm-hmm. So like, what's it like? I know you said people after you have a good show, after pictures and all that. So how's that feeling? Like,
man, it's love. That's one thing that ain't ever gonna change. Like that's part of your adrenaline. Like you hope to have a good show just so somebody come up to you after the show and be like, "Yeah, man, you did your thing." Da 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 da. So that's always love. That's always one of the better things in this joint. Like you get a high off that. Like you feel me? Like be like I always go home and somebody said this and somebody said that and da 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 da. So that's always something that no matter who you are, I think you love for real.
Right. And do you feel like, I don't know, do you feel like it's hard to work with other comedians, or do you find it easy to?
It just depends on who they is. Like it depends on who they are. Like honestly, when this is the thing. When you put 2 creatives in a room, it's always gonna be a little, it's my way or your way. You know what I'm saying? That's always gonna be it. But sometimes with certain people you can find like that perfect, you feel me, like where y'all respect each other's craft, so you do what you do and we do it, I do what I do, and it come out amazing. But then sometimes it might be like people who, you feel me, it's just they way or the highway. And I don't blame them for that, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, your way got you to where you at, so I respect it, you feel me. But it's harder to work with people like that, Yeah.
And like, I know you said you're from PG, right?
Yeah.
So like, do you have any, if you might do it already, any aspirations to help your community give back maybe?
Yeah, for sure. So I grew up boxing or whatever, right? So eventually, and I wanna start a camp that has like half boxing, half comedy, or let me not even say comedy, like kind of entertainment. So it teach you like, one, how to defend yourself. You feel me? And boxing to change your mindset. Like you learn different ways to deal with stuff, because you already fighting. So what I'm saying, get mad if you want to, you already fighting. You know what I'm saying? And then as far as the entertainment, it's just like I know a lot of people don't know how to do certain stuff. They might have stuff in their mind, they might have stuff that they want to do, but they just think it's so far-fetched when it's really like super simple. So I wanted to put them 2 things together and like do like summer camps and all that, just teaching everybody how to do that, and helping them in it, so on and so forth. But I definitely want to do that right there in the area I'm from.
Right. And do you feel like that's important for somebody in your, I want to say like in your, I guess in your role, at the level you are now to do?
Yeah, I think that we should do it, because what happens a lot of times is the people without a name try to do it and nobody respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you kind of looking at that person like, who are you? You feel me? And then, but when somebody who you kind of look up to, or see doing their thing or making money do it, you like, all right, bet. So they just made it cool. So we definitely on that, So I think it's real important. It took that for me to see somebody, you know what I'm saying, cool and like me to do something before I was like, all right, bet I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
So saying that, like, what advice would you give to, you know, a young up-and-coming comedian that's looking up to you?
I know this sounds cliche, but it's very real. But just, you know, be yourself. Be yourself. Do not change. Don't adjust to rooms, because when it comes to comedy, if you think about anybody who you love them because they are them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, you know what I'm saying, you look at Cat Williams, look at Kevin Hart, you Bernie Mac, you don't love them because they acting like something else, or they, you know what I'm saying, cater to the room. No, they doing what they do. You feel me? So it's really important to always be yourself. Always come from your experiences and say how you feel about it, because anything else ain't gonna work for real, you know?
That's facts. So, all right. So, you got any future projects we can look forward to? Let us know. You know.
Future projects, man. I'm gonna try to push out a special this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to start early. Push out a comedy special. I'm working on a show. It's basically like a Living Color type show, or like a Dave Chappelle type show. You know, I'm working on something like that. So both of those are gonna be dropping sometimes this year. I ain't gonna tell y'all soon, but sometime this year. You feel me? I don't even want to lie to y'all, but that's what I'm really looking forward to. And then, you know, of course, it's always a comedy show near you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Any last shout out to anything you want to say?
Man, shout out to you. You feel me? Shout out to you bringing me out here. You know what I'm saying? We got to get interviews like this. We got to, you know what I'm saying, do stuff like this and continue to push our brand. So congratulations to you. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
For sure.
All right, y'all know what's going on. We got Terry Jones. We down here at Sound Tech Studios.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Coming all the way down here from PG, you know.
Man, you know it. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, baby.
We live by the code of the silence. I'ma give him strike one, give him strike two, give him strike three, I denied it. Bodies start dropping, mothers start crying.